Hello, hello, hello. This is Tando from Cosmic Spark, back again with another video, and I'm here to do a pick a card reading for you today. Let's get straight into it. Today I'm going to be using two oracle decks and my handmade tarot deck. So let's get into it. If you picked the pyrite crystal, then this is your pile. Welcome, 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 pile one. I hope you are doing well today. All right, Spirit, what needs to be blocked or removed from pile one's life just to get that stagnant energy out? What needs to be blocked or removed from pile one's life at the present moment? Thank you, Spirit. Avoiding their feelings. Hyper focusing not on you. You are my one. Unworthy. I miss you. Trauma. Okay. Let's get 3 cards from this deck, please, Spirit. What needs to be blocked or removed from pile one's life at the present moment, just to clear out that stagnant energy, please and thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. Lantern. Consciousness is light. Lastly, wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. That is something. Ah, these cars, not cars. These cards are orgasmic. Oh my god. Well, to me anyway, I'm a lover of art and tarot, so this is everything I would ever want. Alrighty, pile one. Let's just get into this energy before I pull at least 2 more cards. What needs to be blocked or removed from your life? I feel that some of you are needing... No. Actually, I feel like in this deck... In this deck? I feel that in this pile, we have someone who has walked away from a relationship, probably with a karmic person, a person that ended up actually causing you a lot more havoc than you expected in the beginning. This could be someone that you actually thought would be a soulmate of yours, especially because it says you are my one. Cheers. Oh, gorgeous. Yes, so this is someone that you probably met, thought it was going to be everything you'd ever hoped and dreamed. Turns out actually it was just trauma waiting to happen. The trauma did happen. You've walked away, and now this person is craving or missing you. They might have gotten in touch. You might be actually actively trying to not think about this person because you're trying to move on. Yep, no, that's all I can get from those cards. All right, let's go into the next one. If you are having an ex try to come back into your life, or someone that you're on a break with, this might be causing you a lot of confusion because you're trying to move on. They're trying to pull you back, and energetically you are feeling that push-pull of you and this other person's will clashing. And yet it's making you think, oh my god, but I did think that they were my one. I could see it, and we did get along most of the time, and we had this, that, and the third together. And so if that person's reaching out, it might cause you confusion. If they haven't reached out, you might be finding yourself really ruminating on this relationship, really ruminating on the fact that you walked away from it. And what does this mean for you? Who are you without this person when you'd already envisioned this future and how it was going to go and the steps that it was going to take to get to where you needed it to go? So now you're not feeling in a place of power. And yet, with this Lantern card, right? We've got the sun colors. Oh, I am loving this deck. I'm so glad I got it out of storage. We've got that sun imagery, right? We've got the gold, the sort of like orange, the light, and it really makes me think about the sun. And the sun is outward expressing, and because it mentions consciousness as well, this is really giving the energy of, I need you to stop trying to find meaning in this situation and look at the facts as they stand. It's giving moon versus sun energy, right? With the moon, we're trying to find and unearth the depth. Oh, but it could be because, they were abused when they were a child, and so they abused me, and so they didn't really see what they were doing. And it was like, that's the energy I'm feeling like you're in at the moment. And I feel like the energy that will make you feel less confused and much more empowered by your decision is laying out the facts as they were. Okay. We started talking on this date. And then, I did notice that they were buying me a lot of gifts. And at first it felt really good. And it made me slowly open up and relax and feel like everything is going right and as it should. But in retrospect, actually, that was love bombing. In retrospect, it was love bombing, because if it wasn't love bombing, then once we reached this stage, this person wouldn't have suddenly stopped being someone that I could rely on. All of a sudden, things that we talked about weren't panning out. It's that kind of energy. It's like, you need to be so effing raw, okay, with what actually happened from a factual perspective, and not trying to unearth anything deeper meaning. Don't try to explain away someone else's behavior. Don't try and actually even don't find reasons for them that excuses the situation that occurred. You experienced trauma due to a past relationship. This could be romantic or this could be platonic. I don't know. Whatever works for you works for you. And now that you've realized that, you need to move on. Because happiness is not in the past. Happiness is not in the confusion of this person that says one thing, acts another way, causes you to feel unworthy about yourself, causes you to feel all sorts of not good enough. Happiness is in the future. Happiness is in, okay, let me build myself from here. Who am I now that this has occurred? It's not a bad thing to start again, and it's not a bad thing to start again after trauma. What will end up being worse for you in the long term, especially because, time heals all wounds. The longer you get from this situation, the less and less it will weigh down on you. And if you're not choosing to, at this present moment, just face the facts, eventually you will anyway. And then you'll look back and you'll be like, oh my God, all of this time I wasted thinking, pondering, wanting to go back and forth when I could have just invested it in myself, believed that something good was out there going to come to me anyway. No matter what happens, I am a child of the divine. I am loved. I am wanted. And I have all of these experiences in my past where I've achieved this thing when I was by myself. I've done this thing when I was by myself. I didn't need someone to have all those things. And so I don't need someone now. And I can find someone later that didn't do this stuff, that didn't cause me this trauma, because you best believe you go back to someone who caused you trauma, you're opening new wounds. And then they might even get deeper. And then eventually, when you realize that they're still a piece of shit, you're just going to let it go. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, I could have just accepted this ages ago. I chose to fight it. I chose to see beauty where there was none. Okay. I chose to look at I'm going to get a little insulting, but I'm channeling. It's like I chose to look at this ugly little toad and tell myself, oh my God, there's a beautiful prince in there. And he's probably 6 foot tall and he has blonde hair, perfectly coiffed, and beautiful crystal blue eyes. And it's like, no, it's just an ugly duckling. It's just an ugly frog. It's okay for you to be like, no, it is just a frog, and leave it where it was. Leave it in its swamp and don't try to rescue it, and don't try to create this narrative about, no, but like actually the frog is Prince Naveen from this land called Gibraltar, whatever where this is coming from, but that's what's coming out. That's what Spirit wants to say. Okay. Wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do, okay? The fact that you ever doubted this person's intentions, doubted their love, doubted the validity of the relationship, doubted your place in it, walked away from it, questioned it, means something. How dare you question yourself? How dare you question that little voice inside that said, I don't know, something ain't right. I kind of feel like you need to take a step back. I kind of feel like you need to reevaluate. And here you are going, do I need to reevaluate or actually wait? Because like I thought they were so lovely and I really thought and I really saw us. You did. You really did. And unfortunately, it didn't pan out. And it's not your fault that it didn't pan out. These things do happen. But when you're so focused on the past, you're not moving into the future. Hi, right? 2 more cards, Spirit. Let's see what we've got. What needs to be blocked or removed from pile 1's life? Spirit, Jesus. Going forward, gorgeous card. New beginnings. Okay? I mean, oh my god, the channeling is on point today because what is that? Okay, if that doesn't perfectly round up this message, we're going forward, sis. We're going forward, sir. Whoever's watching this video, okay, onwards and upwards. Whoever this person was, whatever this situation was, friendship, family, romance, whoever it feels in your gut that I am talking about as I am partially screaming at you right now. We're leaving them behind. It's 2025. You should look at the astrological events happening this year. Talk about new beginnings, okay? This is the perfect time to set yourself up for the next few years. And it's never too late to start again. Don't box yourself in to a terrible situation thinking that there's not more out there for you. There always is. And if you put trust in yourself above anyone else, you will always soar and everyone will be looking at you like, oh my god, how does she do it? How does she alchemize? How does she transmute? Because she believes in her, okay? At the end of the day, you were born alone and you die alone. That's how I like to think. I mean, I have a lovely community that I can rely on. And, you know, if I'm lucky, I'll always have that. But at the end of the day, you have to trust yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, you have to build self-trust. And you have to be as committed to it as you are committed about scrolling on your phone every day. Yeah, I said it. Okay, I'm done. I'm feeling a little sassy. Pile 1, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed reading for you. This is such a gorgeous pyrite. Look at that shimmer. Oh my god. If you would like to see me again, please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. If you'd like to get a reading from me, you can find me at cosmicspark.blog. I'm cosmicspark24 on all my socials, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for stopping by. Alrighty, let's get straight into pile 2. Alright, if you picked the red jasper, then this pile is for you. And we're still recording because I had a problem earlier, so I will checking my microphone and you're going to have to accept it because I tell you, sometimes the struggle I go through just to get a single video out is insanity itself. And yet here I am showing up for you and most importantly for myself. Okay, pile 2, Spirit. We are back again with the reading for pile 2. What needs to be blocked or removed from pile 2's life to clear that stagnant energy? What needs to be blocked? Energy vampire from pile 2's life. Calling in love. I will do anything to make you mine. I don't know why I always say it like that. Mushrooms. I love this card. And unrequited. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Let's do a few more cards and then I'll just start channeling. And then, so I'll pick 3 more cards. I'll start channeling and then we'll end with 2 cards. Okay. Lucy has entered the room. So if you hear some meows, Angels, ancestors, spirit, please come through this reading for pile 2. What needs to be blocked or removed from pile 2's life to create space and remove some stagnant energy? Please and thank you. Solitude. Yep, there she is. Hi. Release. And focus. Oh, I love these cards. I just got my cards out, my old decks from storage, and I'm like, oh my god, I've been missing you. Alrighty, pile 2, let's get into it. Okay. What needs to be blocked or removed from your life at the present moment? Okay, pile 2, I feel that some of you are introverts, and some of you who aren't introverts are going through a period of needing to have solitude. This is something above you. This is a calling that you're feeling. You're probably being asked to look within, to do some shadow work, to really connect with the self. And there's no better relationship than the one with the self. So, if you are recognizing that after spending time with a particular human being, that you are feeling more drained of energy, and it might not even be the first time you've noticed, but I want you to listen to this reading and let it be your sign that if you're feeling that after hanging out with someone or a group of people, stop hanging out with that someone or that group of people, at least for a while. If you really like them and you still want to keep them in your life, then I beg of you, just tell them that you need some space right now. And if they're meant to be for you, they will wait. And if they really care and love you, they will wait, won't they? I also feel that part of this solitude is about planning for a new beginning. I know I feel a lot that spirit always forces me into solitude right before something big happens or starts. And it's in that solitude that I really hyper focus and get clear on what my goals are, what's working, what's not working. And because I'm limiting the amount of outside voices that get a say in what I'm doing, I fully focus on myself, and then I come out of that solitude and I'm onto something, and everyone can see that I've been putting in the work. It's not about them even. It's just cycles of life. It's something that I personally go through regularly, and I'm sure many of you do as well. Some of you could be actively trying to manifest love. This could be through visualization. This could be because you're actually writing out lists of what you want in a partner. This could be because you're doing heart chakra meditations to try and open up your heart chakra, and it is actually working. If you are watching this, it's a sign that it's working. If you are actively doing things, it doesn't have to be meditations, because you can open up your heart chakra in different ways. But if you're doing any of those heart chakra opening activities and you watch this, it is working. So keep going and don't give up, okay? And if you're not doing it, but you know that you want love and you've been hesitant about whether or not you should actively allow yourself to want it, and like admit it to the divine, admit it to your ancestors, admit it to yourself in the mirror and be like, oh my God, what I actually would love right now is partnership, then you need to do that. And don't let other people and the other voices in your life tell you what you should or shouldn't want. Don't let that mum of yours who is divorced tell you that men ain't shit. And don't let that friend of yours who just broke up with his girlfriend that he thought was the love of his life that he cheated on, don't let him tell you that you don't need your girlfriend, because obviously he's miserable, right? And so it's like, I need you to be really, really discerning right now as to who is serving you and who isn't. And I always find that it's in solitude too that I cull a lot of people, and it's not even on purpose. People can get so entitled to your energy that when you refuse and you say no, they get so personally offended by that, that sometimes that's literally the end of that. And then sometimes they regret it later because they're like, oh my God, maybe I was a bit rash. But once you've shown your true colors like that, you don't come back from it, at least with me. Alrighty. So, mushrooms. Oh, yep, we've got mushrooms, we've got nature, we've got a tree, we've got release. I really feel, yeah, lots of trees, lots of outdoor images. Okay, so I feel that you might find a lot of answers, a lot of peace, a lot of joy by going outside by yourself, planning to go on hikes by yourself, going kayaking by yourself, excuse me, visiting your favorite forest, going to a park and doing a picnic by yourself. One of my favorite solo date activities is picnicking by myself. Oh my God, so fun. Taking a book, my favorite snacks, done, easy, okay? If you're someone who likes the snow, I know it's winter at the moment in the Northern Hemisphere, going outside and like really taking intentional breaths and feeling the snow on your skin and just really being present, and maybe like going to do something in particular, going out there to particularly meditate in the cold and then come back inside, or do yoga on your front porch while it's really fucking cold, because you're doing it to really come into the present moment and have gratitude too for the fact that you have a dwelling and you don't have to be out there, but you're choosing to be out there for mindfulness. You're choosing to be out there to connect with Mother Nature, to feel one with her, and not to feel like she's outside of you and she's not a part of the everyday existence that you have. I feel that some of you may have felt unwanted, unappreciated in the past, in whatever past. I'm not even going to try and describe whether this is relationship or friendship, but you might have felt like you were really trying, maybe with people, you were really trying in certain situations, and you weren't receiving enough of your energy back. And it's part of the reason you're being asked to be in solitude, because if you're putting in all this effort and you're not getting anything back, it's okay to not be okay with that. It's okay to be like, I deserve more. And until I get more, no one gets a lick out of me. It's perfectly fine. Okay. And you're being asked to focus on yourself, focus on your goals. I'm sure there's things that you want to really achieve. But if you're surrounded by the wrong people, if you're allowing too many opinions in your space at such a critical time for you to make really good moves and really good decisions for you, I don't know. I think honestly, what's meant for you is meant for you, but at the same time, you can block your own blessings, right? You could, if you really silently focused on your goals, you could achieve the building blocks of, say, being able to start your own business and doing it outside of the prying eye, and like doing all like the necessary like background stuff, all the research, writing up a business plan, doing market research, all that sort of stuff, right? Or you could tell everyone what you're doing, have everyone go, I don't know, I tried to start a business once and then I went bankrupt. Actually, I don't know that anyone can really survive as an entrepreneur in this day and age. I know this person that started a job and then they ended up started a business and then they ended up quitting and going back to 9 to 5. And it's like, why on earth? Why on earth did you allow yourself to talk to these people and let them get in your heads when they don't even understand what you are? They don't even understand the power. You see this cheetah? You see this cat? Does this cat does this cat look like it's being bodied by its environment, or does it look like it owns its environment? Okay, does it look like it belongs where it is? Okay, I feel like if you allow yourself to believe in you, you will end up in the spaces that you always dreamed, opening doors that you always wanted to open for you, and being amazed that you achieved that. But you always had that in you. The fact that you had the inkling, the fact that you were like, no, this is for me. This person is for me. This job is for me. This house is for me. Even if you were driving past it for years, that inclination, that little seed, could have been manifestation, could have been premonition. You don't know. But you'll never know if you allow other people to get in your head, because trust me, the amount of people that would wish for your downfall and wish for you not to achieve your dreams because they were too to actually achieve their own dreams and go out of their own way to do their own hard yard work. Okay, no one wants to do shadow work out there, but then everyone's like, how are you doing it? How do you conquer all your challenges? How do you think? By facing them. Oh, the channeling is strong, but also, oh my god, that is so me. Crazy. All right. Angels, ancestor, spirit, what needs to be blocked or removed from pile 2's life just to get rid of that stagnant energy so we can move forward into the future? Wisdom in play, our intuition knows more than we do. Hell yes. Say less, honestly. Home. May your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure lives. And I love that we've got a lovely older woman, crone energy in this photo, because there's just not enough representation, not enough talk about our older generations, but that's another story for another day. Okay. Wisdom in play. It's very clear that these cards are once again validating what I just read. Clearly, in solitude, you can hear your voice louder than anyone else's. If you stay away from other people, I tell you, if you don't think you know your brain, if you don't think you know yourself, okay, spend some time alone, because it will come. It will just come. You'll have space. You'll have bandwidth. There'll be no having to carry your energy here, there, and yonder. And I think not just focusing on your goals and where you want to go, but nourishing your body, taking care of your body through what you ingest, taking care of your body through what you watch, what you allow yourself to listen to, what you tell yourself. You know, are you affirming yourself, or are you allowing that negative voice to think that it has a standing in your life and where you go? Taking care of your body holistically, okay? Doing your chakra meditations, whichever, the whole lot, if you will, okay? It's all about balance. And because it's about balance, allowing yourself the little snack, allowing yourself little bits of escapism, just don't overdo it. That's it. That's the reading for today, pile 2. I hope you've enjoyed my little reading. I really felt excited to do this one today, and I really like asking Spirit what they want us to read on, because I don't have to think about it, and it just kind of ends up coming out itself. And yeah, really thank you for watching. If you like my video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, or sharing. I will be back again. I do the pick a card readings once a week. If you'd like to get a personal reading, that's cosmicspark.blog, and you'll find all the links in the description below. Have a lovely day or evening. Alrighty, let's get into the last one. Now, if you picked, this has to be my favorite crystal ever, apophyllite. Oh my god, if you've never heard of apophyllite, look into it, because now that I found my apophyllite, I need to get back into meditating with it. It is a healing crystal, but that's neither here nor there. Angels, ancestor, spirit, you are welcome here. Please tell me what needs to be blocked or removed from pile 3's life so that we can get rid of stagnant energies. What needs to be blocked or removed from pile 3's life to remove those stagnant energies? Pay attention to your dreams, my loves. Record your dreams. If you know, especially if you know that you get prophetic dreams. Cycles, repeating. No more running. That's pretty clear, isn't it? Bewitching eyes. I know I do. Younger man, virile. Alrighty, let's get into it. I'm just going to pick 3 cards. I'll start talking, and then we do 2 cards at the end. Okay. Angels, ancestor, spirit. Angels, ancestor, spirit. What needs to be blocked or removed from Palthi's life to remove those stagnant energies? Thank you. Inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Beautiful crone energy. Voice. You're here to be known, so speak and be seen. I love that. Enough. You were born enough. I mean, if that doesn't say everything it needs to, then I don't know what does. Okay? Alrighty. Okay. What needs to be removed? Okay. For some of you, if you know that you're in some sort of negative and or toxic cycle, you would know more than me. Yes, my love. Then this is something that you need to break for your own good. Now, I haven't done this in previous readings, but I kind of want to know what the cycles could be about. And it also says no more running as well. Okay. What's the cycles about? Honeymoon phase. Okay. Cheating. I'll do one more, please, Spirit. What could the cycles be about? What could the cycles be about? What could the cycles be about? Homely. Yes, Lucy? Are you okay? No. Okay. So the cycles that would relate to the people in this pile could be if you're in a toxic cycle in a relationship with someone who gaslights you, if you're someone who jumps from relationship to relationship, only staying for the honeymoon period, or you're with someone that you know is not for the long term, you're pretending like you're okay with that, and when truly you're not, and you know that you'll leave them one day, but then they're thinking that you're building a life together. I'm really getting that. That's really crazy. And some of you could be in a toxic cycle that has to do with your family life. It could have to do with being at home. Maybe you are actually you could be someone who has avoided taking steps that are important in their own lives in, how do I say this? You know when something is really, really hard for you to face, and so you escape. And like when people think of escapism, they think of like, taking drugs. But escapism could be like you haul yourself up at home and you become a recluse. And you become a recluse and you stop doing things outside of what could be done in your immediate environment at home. So you might even quit your job. But if you didn't do anything that extreme, you might stop like hobbying. You might stop doing things outside of yourself, and you might be so hyper focused on yourself and keeping to yourself and keeping to your family that you're missing the beauty in life by going out there and experiencing things, or going out there and volunteering and doing something outside of yourself. You know what I mean? Yes, my love. No. Hi. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. I know. Yes. Okay. For some of you, yeah, you might be in a relationship with an aggressive man. This could be someone who is physically quite aggressive. They could be the type to throw plates, throw tantrums, really make you feel unsafe in your own home. If that sounds like you, then please take this as your sign to get in contact with the people that you care about, get systems in place, put money aside, get a plan going, and leave as soon as you can and in a way that makes you feel safe and like you're not going to have terrible repercussions from that. That really saddens me to see that in this reading and to feel that energy. And if you are watching this reading, then I feel that your dreams are trying to communicate with you. And so this could just be your subconscious trying to tell you how you're processing things. And so you need to decode what your subconscious is saying. And you can do that by recording your dreams and picking up patterns. You can engage with people that do dream interpretations, whether from a spiritual perspective, psychological perspective, or both. So I really feel like your dreams are trying to communicate with you, whether you're someone who feels psychically inclined or not. Okay, let me see. I do think that if you focus all your energy on filling up your inner world, filling up your self-esteem, pouring into your own cup, meditate, exercise, journal, do mirror work. I love mirror work. I tell everyone to do it. If you do these things that cultivate your inner world, you will eventually start seeing results in your outer world. It's not immediate, because when you're pouring into yourself and doing all of these sort of like introspective activities and activities that really feed your soul, what you're doing is raising your vibrations. And then once you raise your vibrations, you slowly start materializing the things in the higher levels and higher frequencies that you've ascended to. It starts materializing in the outside world, because as you raise your sense of self, your self-concept, your self-esteem, you will start looking at the things that aren't working around you, and you yourself will get disgusted by them. You yourself will be like, this cannot stand, not another day, I will not have it, I deserve more. And you just find yourself walking away from people and situations with greater ease. It's not to say that you're not going to feel terrible, you're not going to be hurt by the fact that you had to walk away from people that you love, but at the end of the day, self-preservation, sis, at the end of the day, that is like one of our most fundamental human nature qualities, is to preserve ourselves. And at the end of the day, you may have trusted someone and thought that they had your best interest at heart, and then you figure out that they don't. What are you going to do with that information? You've got to walk away. That's how it works, okay? I really, really feel that in this pile, if you have already walked away, or you're in the beginnings, or you're planning, it might be your calling to use your voice to inspire others, to talk about the situations that you went through, and gain a community by allowing yourself to be seen, and allowing yourself to be the voice of reason, and allowing yourself to be the voice of that which you have experienced, that which someone cannot take away from you because you have already experienced it, okay? I feel very much like I'm relating to this because I have been called by spirit, honestly, for years, but as of this year, I am doing it to put myself out there and allow myself to be a voice for people through talking about my personal experiences, especially my personal struggles, and also how I overcame those struggles in order to help be a guiding light for people. When I say that I'm your spiritual godmother, I'm not just saying that for funsies. I'm saying that to say that I am here to help you find your voice, help you find your autonomy, your strength, your spiritual power. The fact that you are watching me in this moment is not a mistake, nor is it a joke, because the divine doesn't make mistakes, and the divine doesn't be joking like that, okay? It's not, they don't be playing no kind of games, okay? And if you're watching this and you feel like, oh my God, I always said to myself, one day I would allow myself, to go write that poem and do a slam poetry about the fact that I was in this terrible abusive relationship, or whatever it is, like I'm gonna go to schools and talk about, loving your body through stress because I had to go through hardship. My family members were dying almost one after the other, and I was like, I can't catch a break. But you are watching this to be reminded that you have conquered so much already. You will conquer way more. And with everything that you have already experienced, it is enough for you to go out there and speak your truth and allow the right voices to come and the right ears to come and listen. Okay? because there's what, 7 billion people on this planet. I don't know if we've gone to 8 because I haven't checked in a while, but however many billions of us there are, your voice is just as valuable as Brad Pitt's voice. Okay, there's no reason why we have to listen to what Brad Pitt thinks and we don't get to listen to what you think, because I don't even like celebrity worship, but that's a whole other thing. The cards saying you that you were born enough. I mean, need I say more? Angels, ancestor, spirit. 2 more cards to wrap up this reading. What needs to be blocked or removed from pile 3's life to create room and let out that stagnant energy, please and thank you. Hi, Lucy. Hi. Yes. What's up? Do you wanna go here? Okay. Leadership. Relaxation. Gorgeous. I believe that these cards are especially significant next to each other. The fact that you are being called to be a voice that can guide others, and the fact that that is what you're being asked. You are being asked to be a leader. You are being asked to do the hard thing. Everyone goes through shitty things. There's not a single person on this planet who hasn't experienced a terrible thing in their lives. But not everyone is willing to stand up and say, this is the terrible thing that I've experienced. It was awful. It was hard. And this is what I did. And I hope that when you're watching this, you will listen to me and you'll never have to go through that. Or I hope that when you're watching, you'll never have to even enter that situation because you've used me as a cautionary tale. Okay? Relax. After I'm like, relax. Relaxation. Not all the answers can be found by going out there and taking action. Sometimes the answers are found in the quiet. Sometimes the answers are found when you're sleeping. Sometimes the answers are found when you're not looking. And sometimes you're just a human, the human body on this silly little floating rock that we live on. And life sucks. Capitalism. What on earth is that? I hate that shit. But even through it all, you can make time for yourself, make time for rest, prioritize yourself, prioritize your well-being, because so many people won't. Your boss won't. Sometimes your friends won't, if they're not good friends, you know. You have to have your own back more than expecting anyone else to have your back. Pile 3, I hope that you've enjoyed that reading. I channeled like a mother. If you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, you can find one at cosmicspark.blog. That is my personal website. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.